Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
All right, in this video, I'm going to share with you my perspective as to why today so many girls are single, why so many girls are unable to find a life partner, or even if they get married, they are unable to stay married. They end up getting divorced. And this will be controversial simply because I'm a guy, and some will be like, hey, who the hell are you, man? You're a guy talking about girl problems. And then there will be others. Hey, look at the tattooed face. Hey, look at this ugly looking Indian wannabe Maori, and personal comments, which anyway I block and delete. So even if you post that, doesn't make sense. However, here's what I want you to do. I'll give you my logical thoughts. I'll present them. I don't have a script, by the way. I don't have a script. I'll tell you from actual experience of dealing with clients and dealing with people in my WhatsApp groups. And I'll tell you why girls today are single, and they're going to find it hard. It's not going to be easier. And then you tell me if what I'm saying is right or wrong. Okay? For those of you who are new to my channel, this tattooed face, this whatever freak looking guy, my name is Loy Machedo. I'm a personal branding strategist. I stayed in UAE for 40 years of my life. So, because I know the loopholes of the system, many people approach me as a personal branding guy to help them get well-paying jobs, Dubai, UAE, Saudi, Qatar, Bahrain, Oman. And people also book my services for coaching, consulting, when they have problems, both personally and professionally. Because I've made all the mistakes you can think of, or at least most of them. So I have experience in all these areas, and I'm able to guide a lot of people. Okay, details are put down below. Now coming to this saga. Why are females today increasingly single? Okay, let's start with a typical Indian family, because my background, I'm an Indian passport holder, so been with Indian families. So let's start with Indian. And anyway, they are the largest population. Today, I want you to, in India, if you're in India or you know an Indian girl, have a look. Today, you have an Indian female, but with Western values. They are so exposed to the West. They are so exposed to the social media. They are so exposed to what they see online. They are less of who they are supposed to be. And who they are supposed to be, if you see their mother and father and you see their family, they're very simple people. But the daughter is not simple. The daughter, where the mother will wear a sari, or the father will be like a typical simple Indian guy going to work and coming back. The daughter will be wearing jeans, and she'll be wearing, fancy top. And because she sees all these movies, she sees all these actors and actresses. I don't know who, Shilpa Shetty, or which actress is there. Shah Rukh Khan, I know, is there, or Alisha Bhatt, or whatever. And they show them dancing and all that, and they're traveling to Europe, and they behave with very Western attire and Western lifestyle. Where once upon a time, Indian values, where for a girl to talk to a boy was a very big thing. Today, a girl can. I know girls who literally sleep with guys who are just like, hey, you're free, what are you doing? Go to a nightclub, dance. Nobody knows. Go to one corner, start doing stuff. They smoke, they drink, which they say is freedom, or some say is feminism. Before, to even talk to a guy was a big thing, but today sleeping around with multiple partners is normal. I get even letters. Hey, who do you think you are? You're a backward male. If guys can sleep around, girls can sleep around. Okay, fine. I'm not saying no. Go ahead and sleep. I did my sleeping around, and I'm grateful that those girls also like to sleep around. So we both enjoyed. If no girl was ready to sleep, during my Playboy days. But now, along with that, this lifestyle of enjoy, which I'm not saying is wrong, each to his own. You know your value systems. Okay. I'm not saying that if you sleep around, you're bad, or if you're a virgin, you're good. But along with all this comes expectations. You are studying in a modern school, you are studying in a modern college, you're wearing all those hunky dory outfits. I don't think when you have this lifestyle, you're looking at to work in a small company or a cheap company with a cheap salary. No, most of these girls want to work for a multinational company, earn multinational salaries, date guys who are rich, date guys who are handsome. In fact, really, I got one boy from Delhi who's educated from the top Ivy League universities in US. He booked a session with me. Young boy. I was like, why this young boy wants to book a session? And I thought at first he was like maybe fake or something. But then he said, no, sir, I'm so and so, I'll pay money. I said, okay, this is my charge. He paid the money and I realized he's legit. Fine. When I spoke to him, good looking, handsome boy, pretty handsome. And then he was sitting outside wherever he was, I don't know, his office. And then he started to cry. And like, why is this guy crying? I was, wondering. He said, sir, I want to tell you that I'm not able to get a girlfriend. I was like, you are not able to get a girlfriend. You're a good looking guy. And he also had told me he's from Ivy League. Then he gave me his credentials. He's a good looking guy. Obviously, I can make out. He's good at sports. He's good at his studies. He was the best of the best, number one. In terms of his income, he's earning a very big salary. He is, I told you, Ivy League. He's working for a multinational company. He is planning to start even a business. I was like, bloody hell, everything is going well for you. What the fuck is the problem? He said, sir, I'm only 5 feet. You're, what 5 feet? My height is 5 feet, okay. And sir, I'm also losing hair from here. And he showed with the camera. So I said, what has that got to do with anything? He said, so the girls in the area I stay, they don't like short guys. All these girls, these hot, sexy, beautiful girls, or these girls in our groups, they all have boyfriends who are like above 5 feet, 8. Like I'm the shortest guy in the group, okay? And all of them have hair and long hair and good looking hair. And people found out I'm getting bald, so everyone makes fun of me. So I'm thinking of getting a hair transplant. I wanted your advice on that. I was like, what are you talking, man? I said, is this even real? I really didn't know this was so rampant. He said, sir, today girls want all these things. I said, the girls in your particular area? He said, yes. Just imagine Ivy League, rank holder, sportsman, good looking guy, nice career. Still, a girl wants even better than this. To date, not even for marriage. I was like, is India gone so like crazy? Or is this guy's standard? Yeah, see, one thing I do know that he is aiming for a particular standard. If you would go to the village, you would get any girl. They would be a line. But obviously, he has his standards. But in his standards, his standard is up here. Those girls don't want this standard. They want even above that. And then I spoke to some guys in my WhatsApp groups when I was discussing this. There are boys from a village. Village. If you see this guy, the maximum, like his most luxurious post is him standing next to a motorbike near a field of, I don't know, paddy field or some field with a buffalo there. And he's posing like this, with the sunglasses. That's for them is like a luxury pose. That kind of village guy with those kind of village girls who can't even afford a smartphone, their parents are looking for a boy settled down either in UK, US, okay, or they are looking for a doctor or engineer. Can you believe this? And I told him, man, are you serious? Like, yes, sir, they are on shadi.com or Bharat Matrimony. They're looking for doctor or engineer. Or, for example, there was a guy from Punjab. He's saying these proposals, they're looking for someone from Canada or USA. Farmers, girls who are like farmers, their families are wanting that standard of a boy. And when I asked him, like, why is it? Sir, it's a issue of prestige, sir. It's a self-respect, sir. They spend so much of money looking after their daughter. They want to give her daughter good life. In fact, I wouldn't have believed it if I myself didn't go through that journey, whereby I actually had done this. Those days, shadi.com, I created two profiles. One was my normal one was a fake one. Normal one, and both of them, what I decided is, okay, I'll try to keep them more or less same, but with few differences. One was me, 30-year-old, average salary, average education, average everything. Okay, I put some masala there. The second one, those days there was no verification, so I took a old man and I put UK US settled or whatever, or I don't remember. I think I put a US passport, 58 years old, whatever. I put big salary. I put like director. I worked hard to make that profile look good. And he was not good looking. He was a white man, but old. So both these profiles. And I sent the same invites to the same people. Same, huh? I paid a premium for both. Today, it's not easy to do this because you have to pay a premium for it. No, sorry, you have to verify. Others, they'll not give you the account. So I paid both. I'm not exaggerating when I tell you this. Shadi.com those days. After nearly, I think, 200 to 300 or whatever. Same, huh? Remember, I'm doing the same. What I'm doing here, I'm doing here. I had not even one profile that accepted me. There was one or two which here and there. But they didn't say yes. They just added and there's no communication. While this guy had literally, I think, 80, 83 or 84. I don't know the exact number. Just imagine, both of them same, both of them targeting the same girls, families. This one has 80, 83. Now, that's not to say all the females are loose characters or all the parents are bad. There's a reason. The parents want the daughters to have a good life. And obviously, I know what you'll say. Loy, listen, I'm not going to go for a 68-year-old man. I totally agree with you. I know if you're a female, you will not say yes to a 80-year-old man or 70-year-old man. But I can challenge you and tell you, say this. You want a man who's better than you. 100%. And if you say no, you're lying. You want a man who either earns the same as you or more. You want a man who's smarter than you. You want a man who can provide more for you. You want a man who's more respectable, successful. You don't want to go a level lower. And on top of that, you don't want to be under the guy. You don't want to be taking shit from him. You want equal. So when you have such high standards, such high requirements, tell me, where will you find it? It's like, sometimes I make this funny comment. People, females today want the character of Christ, the looks of Chris Hemsworth, the bank statements of Elon Musk. Yeah, that's an average guy for a girl. And I'll tell you this, this is not just what the girls want, this is what the parents want. So when you have such high expectations, tell me, where will you get a guy? And guys have realized this, and they are also playing their cards right. They will always go for a girl who they can tell lies or be gullible, because end of the day, guy wants to survive, no? Survival of the fittest. So if he wants sex or if he wants to have fun, he will get a girl who he can take advantage. I have had personal examples of girls who are telling me, like, there was this girl from Kolkata, terrible looking. Physically, her physique, her looks, she looked like a depressed female. And she had, out of the blue, just sent me a message. Sir, lawyer, I just want to tell you this. And, she had sent me a long message. Long story short, her case, she's from Kolkata. She lives in the slums. She can hardly afford basic things unless her parents help. And she told me this, that the boy she was in love with, he promised her marriage, he promised her everything, she gave him sex, everything, but now he has dumped her. Okay. And then I said, okay, can I see the photograph of the boy? I told you how she looks, physically terrible and all. The guy looked really good looking, really blue eyes and fair skin, and she lives in the slums. His parents could afford to send him to the West easily. His father is a businessman, he's rich, mother's a doctor, hers is just labor class working. And I could clearly, after the picture became very clear, she was here, but her expectations were here. He just wanted to have fun, so he gave her promises. I'll marry you, I'll give you a good life, we'll go to the West together, I'll give you the white passport. And she was like, opened her legs, opened her mouth, opened everything for him. But why the hell would he go for her when now he has new options? And lo and behold, he dumped her and blocked her. This is what is happening. Now you have a situation where guys are telling lies just to get what they want. And what they want, sex. But that doesn't mean all the guys are bad. The guys who genuinely want to get married, what do? In order to get a girl, they'll give you false hopes, false promises. Yeah, sure, we will do this, we will do that. I'll take care of you. I love you. And some of them even have this strategy. After they get married, they immediately decide, I'll have a baby. So then she will have a response. She'll be stuck to me. But newsflash, those days are also gone, where if a girl gets pregnant and she has a baby, that she's going to stick with you. Today, there are so many females who, even after baby, they are ready to kick the ass of the husband in order to have a better life. I'm telling you facts because people book me for coaching. In fact, let me tell you, I know quite a number of girls from India who operate, forget, OnlyFans, who have sugar daddies. There is this particular girl who comes from a very reserved family. Very reserved. I know her for, I think, close to 6 years. She's sleeping with her boss. And her boss is married with, I think, 4 or 5 kids. He is from Europe. 4 or 5 kids, maybe nearly her age. She doesn't have an iota of guilt. She's like, Loy, I'm just living my life. I'm getting the best of both the worlds. Why should I say no? She's getting a good salary. She's getting good bonus. She's getting protection from the boss. She's getting paid holidays, bonuses. She asked me, why should I be a goody girl? What should I be a good girl? Why should I follow those values? I'm enjoying my life. What am I going to tell her? One day karma, one day this, one day that. Who the hell knows? Yeah. But now here's the drawback. I'm pretty sure when we're young, we think we're invincible. Just keep enjoying life, yeah. Have fun. But if you're a girl, what is the price to pay? See, this is not to put girls down. But there is a window of opportunity where you can have a baby and your body will heal. When you're young, your body heals faster. And giving birth is a very painful process, is a very demanding physical process where your body gets damaged. Have a look at any female who has had a baby before when they were in college, after they had their second or third baby. Don't go for celebrities, normal people. You'd see they have put on weight, they have stretch marks, they're cesarean or whatever. Their bodies are not the same. They really endure a lot. to give birth. And then on top of that, you have to take care of the baby, breast milk, be with the baby. Your life gets turned up and down. So when you're young, you can do that. When you're older, it's very tough. And as you get older, your priorities and responsibilities and bills, all that increases. See, number one, every guy wants to marry a young girl. Every guy wants to marry a single girl, virgin, like our Indians are so paranoid about it. They want to marry a nicey girl, everything good. You have to be young, beautiful, attractive. So as you get older, the value diminishes. That's one. The second one is, unfortunately, or fortunate, whatever, it's unfortunate that a guy can sleep around as much as he likes. That also with a girl. But when he marries, he wants to marry a girl who has not had plenty of experience. And I know many of you point towards me. You have been a playboy, but you married a girl who is, was a homely girl with character. And there's a reason for that. There's a reason. If I would marry a girl who slept around and had so many cocks and so many things, you'd always demand and command because she has tasted all the pleasures of life. She would want, oh, boyfriend number 6 was 7 and 9. He is where he is. Girls are also human beings. And I purposely chose someone who I could control, who I could mold, who I could make into the person who I wanted to be, because I said goodbye to my crazy lifestyle. Now I know you'll say, Loy, then why didn't you get a whore who is today a good girl? But then she would have to be above 40, right? And above 40, I'm older, she's older. And remember this, the older a girl is, older a woman is, the harder it is to mold them. I have plenty of friends who are girls who are single, who are 50s single, 60s single, 40s single. They're not going to take crap from a guy. A girl in a 18, 19, 20, they are ready to be humble. It's very easy to mold them. Even in the corporate scenario, they prefer to take a youngster who they can mold rather than an old dog who is stubborn about life and respect and has demands. It's very hard, man. The expectations build up. Okay, so that's another drawback. And last if not the least, always keep in mind, a guy, even when he's 50s and 60s, provided he has money and success, he'll still get girls. That's why you'll always see these multimillionaires out of shape. Their stomach is like literally hanging. And you see the girls that they are with, they're like sticks and, skinny. And Leonardo is 50 or 48 and he keeps getting girls who are 18. Why? Because no matter how old a man is, testosterone shots and money and this thing, he can get girls easy. And these girls know, if I sleep with Leonardo, if a couple of photographs, my career is made. I'll be famous. Now, yeah, you can get grandma like Madonna or Cher, but we know that's not very common. Yeah, there are these guys who take grandmas 84 and 60 and 70 to get a visa or get a citizenship in Ireland. We have seen those news incidents. But majority of the case, a man, no matter how old is he, if he has money, he can get a girl anywhere. In fact, there are so many girls. Literally, I'll tell you, these Facebook groups are there. Seeking True Love, UK, US passport, UK, US citizen, Filipinas, Thai, Vietnamese, Cambodia. There are these pages, Facebook groups. I've shared this with my WhatsApp. A Filipina or a Cambodian or a Vietnamese or whatever, seeking true love, UK, US, Australian citizen or UK, US, Australia. You'll never hear them say India, Pakistan, Bangladesh. Who the hell wants that? This is the world we live in, man, today. Anyway, the end result is going to be many women are going to be single and frustrated. Guys will continue getting girls. The question is, what will these girls do? Yeah, you can continue your whole life being single. I'm not saying no. You can have a great career, you can have money, you can say, Fuck, who needs a man? You're right. Who needs a man? What will you do after 50? Why do you think I got married? Why do you think I said to myself, okay, enough of these playboy days? Because as you become older, you realize you're human, you're vulnerable, you're not invincible. You can't live your life doing whatever you want, man. No way. As you become older, your joints, your physical health, your organs, your ability to recuperate, everything changes, your priorities. And there you decide, I need a friend, someone who, when I'm sick, will take care of me. Because, like my grandma used to say, you get 1 week of sickness, na, you'll realize who you are. And I realized I'm alone in Thailand. I'm alone here. Tomorrow I get sick. Who do I call? If I collapse and fall down here, who's there to take care? And this has happened to me on my birthday, food poisoning, where I nearly died. Had I not had my wife, maybe I would be dead and my body would be rotting alone here. We realize we're human beings as we grow older. Anyway, this is what I wanted to tell you. What are the solutions? I don't know. I can give you a couple of solutions, but I would like you to tell me, what do you think is a solution? Stop looking at the West. Look more towards your roots. Parents have a communication with the daughter and tell them, be realistic. I know some of you will ask, oh, Loy, what will you tell your daughter? What is the solution? I want to hear what you have to say. I'll make a video, maybe separate, about what I'll tell my daughter. Really, I'm not faking it here. What are the values I'll tell my daughter about need a man, don't need a man, what to do? Because end of the day, remember, you just have one life, one body, one this thing. And every decision you make will impact you. So this is what I wanted to share with you. Let me know. Put your comments. And yeah, if you're searching for a partner and if you've had experiences, anyway, you guys have this anonymous accounts, mention down below what has been your experience, especially with Indian girls. And if you're an Indian girl, you can also share whether you agree, disagree with me, what I have to say. Okay? Anyway, good, bad, ugly, feel free. Comment down below. This is me signing off. You guys take care.